Hey guys, welcome back. Happy to have ya. Happy to be here. Ryan and I bought a house recently that we're gonna fix up. It was unlivable. We cleaned it out. We're fixing it up. A full video on that will already be up by the time this video goes live, showing the clean out process of that house. But there was actually a lot of really fun things to sift through and sort through, and I found some little treasures that I brought home to my own home. Now, Kith, to show you all of my little knickknack treasures that I brought from the clean out there to my home. Let's get started. Very first thing I found, these brass butterflies. They just hang there. They're like little wall decors. I thought these were so cute, and it was the very first thing I claimed for myself out of this house the first time we walked through. I love them. I think they are adorable, and I've been looking for things to hang on the walls. I've got like furniture and stuff, but my walls are barren. So time to unapologetically put holes everywhere. If you know, you know. Next, this amber tea light holder. The top just pops on like this. I put a mosquito repellent candle in here. I've been keeping this out on my porch the last few days to help repel mosquitoes because the mosquitoes are horrible where I live. I think it's cute. I think it's functional. I've never seen anything like this. Had to bring it home. Had to bring it home. It's so cool. Should I light it? Yeah. Do you see that? And then once I'm done with it, like it never happened. I don't know, I love this. I love a good knickknack. I love a knickknack even more when it's functional. This meets all my criteria. This is what are they called? There's a word for these. Votive, something along those lines. I did have to pry a petrified candle out of this. It was honestly kind of hard to get out, but yeah, it's a cute little tea light holder. There is a small little cursive L on the bottom. I'll have to look up what that means, but I think this is cute. And I do like to use these little tea light mosquito candles out on the deck, and this solves the problem. I can put tea lights out easily and not have to worry about them blowing away. So really cute. Will also be living out on the back deck. Raccoon holding flowers. Need I say more? Just kidding, I am gonna say more because I love this. It's so random, cute, but random. There's just something about weird little ceramic things like this that I fall in love with, okay? I took one glance at this thing and I knew it was gonna come home with me. I love it so much. Look at the creepy little eyes. Holding flowers. It's got a flower there, but guess what? It's also hiding a bouquet of flowers in the back. I just think this is so weirdly cute. I had to bring it home. I did try this in a few spots in my house, and unfortunately I didn't have anywhere that it really looked good or like seemed like it really fit in. So posted it on my Instagram story. I will actually be sending this to a follower on Instagram tomorrow actually. So this is my goodbye to my little flower wielding raccoon with the creepy eyes. But I am excited for this to go to a new home and live with somebody who collects raccoons. It's perfect. I think you guys will understand why this had to come home with me. It is a little wooden bird. A teeny tiny, detailed little bird. I have no idea what its purpose is or what its purpose will be. You know what? No, it is going to live right here on my nightstand because it's just cute. I also have a little frog that can sit next to it. Cute. I love just little tiny things that look like other things. If I see a tiny little anything, I want it. I want to take it home. So that bird fits the bill. Bill. Not only did I find that teeny tiny little wooden bird, I found another bird. A duck, a swan, a goose of some sort. Probably a goose. For how small it is, it's actually pretty heavy. Cleaned it when I brought it home, but there was a tag on the bottom of this that said solid brass. You lied because there's a hole that goes through the middle of that. It definitely isn't solid brass. There's a hole. Liars! When I posted this on Instagram, people said that it's a ring holder, which cute. I'm actually not going to be using it as a ring holder. It's just going to live on the counter in the bathroom. I'll show you where I put it, but it looks really cute there, and I needed little things to like fill in the space that weren't going to be too big of a pain to move every time I have to wipe down the counters. And yeah, I do definitely think this looks really cute in that spot, so I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Apparently I have a thing for birds. Okay, this next thing I posted on my Instagram story. It is a plate with some really pretty, I don't know, like gold reflective detail in there. It says an action dish, I don't know. Metal engravings from Japan are created by the ancient art of chokin. Gilded with gold and silver, the engravings were originally created to decorate the armament of the samurai warriors. Just a very detailed little, I don't know, I assume you like hang this on the wall. It's really pretty though, so I'll be shipping this out tomorrow as well. Just had to show you. It's in my house, I technically kept it. Anyway, on that same note, another... Oh, I just barely realized, but from that same Action brand, this little trinket dish with another little hummingbird. This time, instead of the hummingbird and daffodils, it is hummingbird and iris, but it has that same metal gilding that we talked about a second ago. I think it's really pretty. Yeah, just to put little knickknacks in. I think I'm gonna keep this in my bathroom and put ponytail holders in it. Little rubber band ponytail holders, I think. I don't know. But yeah, oh shit, I need to be more careful. Okay, I'm getting a little crazy, although it did not chip, so this thing must be robust. I'm gonna set this down and stop talking about it. On to the next thing. These things are in a few pieces. I didn't shatter them. Unfortunately, there were so many beautiful little ceramic things like this at the house, but unfortunately, when the family went through it before they sold the place to me and Ryan, a lot of stuff got broken, and these are one of them. They are these little Christmas mice. I think they're really cute. I'm always looking for little trinkety things like this to display during the holidays, of course. And I think these are really cute. So I'm gonna try, I am going to do my best to clean these up, get them glued back together so that I can display them. I think they're cute. And if I can fix them up nice enough, they're something that I see myself keeping for the long haul, like well into my future. So I really want to make sure I do this right. If you have any recommendations for how to fix little ceramic Christmas mice like this, like let me know. If you're experienced in this department, let me know. I am all ears. I really want to like bring them back to their former glory and enjoy them come Christmas time. I think they're really cute. Okay, I cut myself on the mice. Next, this. Part of me wants to keep it in my bathroom on the counter, but then I'm like, it's so cute, and if I keep it in my bathroom, only me and Ryan will really ever see it. So I'm trying to find somewhere else in my house that I can keep this, where everybody can enjoy it. And I don't even know if people will enjoy this. Ryan took one look at it and said he didn't like it. Like, he doesn't like this color. And I'm like, are you crazy? Do your eyeballs work? Because this is cute. This is cool. This is a fine. This was a score in my opinion. So I don't know. Yeah, me and Ryan just have very different tastes, but I do think it's cute. It matches in with a lot of my decor, and it is kind of different. It is very different. I love the shape. I love that it's rounded. You'll have to let me know whether you agree with me and love it, or agree with Ryan and hate it. But I think Ryan's wrong. Next, I found a complete like 50-something piece set of silverware. Well, they're actually stainless steel, I think. I guess we'll do like a side-by-side of my current set of silverware. My current silverware, which are really cute. They're like this hammered metal looking one. It is so much heavier than this. This is the large fork in each silverware set. My silverware set, the one I'm bringing home now. Look at how much bigger this one is. This feels like too heavy, and I think my kids will be able to like handle this a lot better. I don't even want to eat with these because I feel like it's a freaking weapon and not a utensil to eat. This feels so much better. I know that those of you who understand will understand, and I also know that a lot of you will not understand, but you'll have to let me know what you think between the two sets of silverware. Should I keep the ones we already have or swap with these? These just feel so much more my style, I think. I got these ones back when I worked in Dillard's, so we've had them for a long time. They just, I don't know if they're doing it for me. And now is my opportunity to swap. So like, I am all ears. If you care to share your opinion on my forks and spoons, please leave a comment if you do that. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Silverware, full set. Now onto maybe my favorite find at this house. You guys, I don't know if you're ready. These ceramic ducks. When I saw these, I knew instantly I was attached to them. I grew attached to them in one split second. I love them. They are so cute, so cute. Originally, even though I felt an instant connection, I didn't think I was gonna keep them because do I need a couple of ceramic ducks? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Where am I going to put some ceramic ducks? The answer is right here where I can enjoy them. I love these. They're my favorite thing, and also the most useless thing, but they make me so happy. Cute. Do you like them? Oh, I love them. With all of this stuff, but really these ducks in general, like if I saw these at the thrift store, I would be like elated. It would be like the best thrift store adventure ever. So what was I thinking when I originally wasn't going to keep these? I was not well of mind that day, let's just say that. Another really awesome find was this like side table. I think the lady that lived here used this as a sewing table to hold sewing supplies. It is the perfect size to go next to my front door, which honestly, I don't know if I could have like planned it any better and like found something brand new that would fit this spot better than this table does. I love everything about the dimensions of this next to my front door. It's not like overbearing. It doesn't really take away too much space from the area. It provides a little extra storage space, even like somewhere to set keys, or I put a candle here. Like, yes. And now it has me plotting how I'm gonna zhuzh up this front area, this walkway, because it is just a little boring, but this table is giving me hope. It is a little bit scratched, so for a minute I was like, okay, I'm gonna sand it down and restain it, but I actually think I really like the look and the color of this in the front spot as it is. So I'm not sure if there's a way to fix up like just the little scratches without having to refinish the whole thing. I would love some help with that. I really have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to like refinishing furniture or fixing up furniture, but I did really fall in love with this table, so I am willing to try anything for it. I think it's so cute. That was my next little find. And then this last thing is really crazy because we have like a home gym downstairs where we have a treadmill and a squat rack and like a whole bunch of plates, and the plates have ended up just being everywhere. I've been spending a lot more time down there with my like running routine I've got going on now. I've been wanting to fix it up a little bit, and I was like, you know what would be perfect? If I could just get all these plates up off the floor, like this whole area would just be way more usable. It would be so much easier to like change out plates on our squat rack and all of that. Plate trees are freaking expensive. They can be like $200. So I just never wanted to spend the money on that when like I can leave them laying on the floor. It's just a little inconvenient. Well, anyway, we were cleaning out the garage at this house and found a freaking plate tree. Getting a little off topic. If you want to ask me if I believe in manifestation, 100%. I manifested this plate tree 2 days before we cleaned out this house. I'm very looking forward to hear what you think of all my little trinkets. I had a great time. That's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye!